Welcome back, students, to the last lecture on the theoretical distributions. On that, today we are going to study the students' T distribution. First, we will see the definition of students' T distribution. A continuous probability distribution with probability density function f of t is equal to k into 1 divided by 1 plus t square upon n raised to n plus 1 divided by 2, where minus infinity less than t less than infinity is a t distribution with n degrees of freedom. Here t is called t variate with n degrees of freedom, and here k is a positive constant depending upon n, where n is degrees of freedom. Then if you draw the t distribution, then we will get the t distribution is like this. This is z distribution or standard normal distribution. This is a t distribution where n is smaller than 30, and this middle one is t distribution where n is close to the 30, where t variate with n degrees of freedom is denoted by t of n. T distribution range is minus infinity to plus infinity, and the t distribution is symmetrical about mu equal to 0 or t equal to 0. Then we have the features of students' t distribution or properties of students' t distribution. The first property or feature is n is the parameter of t distribution. A small n is the parameter of t distribution. Minus infinity less than t less than infinity is the range of t distribution. The range of t distribution is minus infinity less than t less than infinity, that is t lies between minus infinity and plus infinity. Next, third point is the t distribution is symmetrical about t equal to 0. As we have seen in the curve also, t distribution is equal to 0 or it is symmetrical about t equal to 0. That is beta 1 is equal to 0. Then the t curve is bell shaped. The t distribution curve is bell shaped like normal distribution or standard normal distribution. Then for a t distribution, mean is equal to median and which is equal to mode, and all are equal to 0. That is mean or median or mode of t distribution are equal to 0. The next feature is for a t distribution, variance is equal to n upon n minus 2 for n greater than 2 and it is greater than 1. Then the next feature is t curve is asymptotic to the x-axis. T curve is asymptotic to the x-axis, means it touches the x-axis only at minus infinity and plus infinity. The next property is it is leptokurtic. Property of kurtosis, it is leptokurtic, and that is beta 2 is greater than 3, where beta 2 is a measure of kurtosis. And the last feature is for large n, that is n tends to infinity, the t variate tends to standard normal variate. If n is too large, that is n tends to infinity, then t distribution tends to standard normal variate. Then there are some applications of t distribution. First application is to test whether a population has given mean. Next is to test whether the means of two populations are equal. And the last application is to test whether the means of two populations are equal when paired observations are given. So these are the three applications of students' t distribution. Then we will solve some 2-mark questions on students' t distribution. The first question is, If the parameter of t distribution is 6, find the mean and variance of t distribution. Here the parameter of t distribution is given, that is 6. So in the solution given that, and we know that parameter of t distribution is n. So here given is parameter, that is n is equal to 6 is given. Now we know that for t distribution mean is always equal to 0, that is mean is equal to 0, and we have the formula for variance is equal to n upon n minus 2, that is n is 6 here. 6 divided by 6 minus 2, that is 6 divided by 4, and 6 divided by 4 is 1.5. So mean of the t distribution is 0 and variance is equal to 1.5 for parameter 6. Then we have the second example. If the parameter of a t distribution is 8, find the mean and variance. Here given that n is equal to 8, parameter is equal to 8. Then mean is always equal to 0, and we have the formula for variance, that is n divided by n minus 2, which is equal to 8 divided by 8 minus 2, that is nothing but 8 divided by 6, and if we simplify 8 by 6, then it is equal to 1.33. So here mean is equal to 0 and variance is equal to 1.33. Then come to the next question. If n is equal to 10 for a student's t distribution, find the median and standard deviation. Now here given that n is equal to 10, and we know that median of student t distribution is always equal to 0, because we have seen one of the property that for students t distribution mean equal to median equal to mode, and which is equal to 0. So median equal to 0. Then the standard deviation is square root of variance. So standard deviation is equal to square root of n divided by n minus 2, and which is equal to, here n is 10 here, sorry. So square root of 10 divided by 10 minus 2, calculate and simplify, you will get the answer. This is wrong, don't consider this. N is equal to 10. So in this formula put n equal to 10 and simplify for standard deviation. Then the last question is, if n equal to 4 for a student's t distribution, find its mode and variance. Here given that n is equal to 4, therefore mode equal to 0 it is. Don't consider it is 4. Here it is wrong. So mode is equal to 0 here, because we know that mean equal to median equal to mode. So mode equal to 0. This is, don't consider this. And variance equal to n divided by n minus 2. So 4 divided by 4 minus 2, that is 4 divided by 2, and 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. So these are the examples on students t distribution. With this we have completed the 5th unit and the last unit for this year, that is theoretical distributions. Now let's see what to do from next class onwards. You just prepare all the notes, whatever the classes we have seen online. From that you prepare the notes for all the 5 units, that is vital statistics, index number, time series, interpolation and extrapolation, and theoretical distributions. And anyhow the offline classes also shortly we are going to start. So with this, I thank to all the students for your kind cooperation for the online classes. Thank you.